questions.
Frank, how nice is it for you to have a veteran point guard like DJ who you can come off the bench? I mean, you brought him into the game that last second. You put him in right before that play. How nice is it to have a guy like that you can depend on to make a big shot?
Yeah, DJ's having a much better season this year than he did last year. He's just more comfortable, in all ways. And we're down 3, and he's a reliable 3-point shooter that can really knock it down. I mean, we have other guys too, but he's, the ball. If the ball finds him, he's going to knock it down, and the ball found him. We ran a play where they 2 guys ran at Evan Fournier. We found Vooch, and on the rotation, Vooch made the right play to him and knocked down a big shot.
Frank, you were busy in there, but have you had a chance to determine how Evan is? Do you have a chance to speak with him?
Just talked to him briefly, and the X-rays are negative, and just a sprained ankle. So hopefully he's back pretty quickly.
Trailing by 9, down for a good chunk of the second half. What did you say to the team to kind of get them to make that run, specifically defensively there in the fourth quarter to come back and force overtime?
Yeah, just that it, you have to earn everything in the NBA. You can't look at the other team's record, and we got a couple guys out, and we've been all over the country and traveling and everything, and it's not supposed to be easy. You got to earn everything. So just work and stick to our principles and hang in the game. And our guys fought really hard, and usually you have a 13-point quarter in any of the 4 quarters. You're not going to win that game. It's a big deficit to overcome, but our guys stayed with the plan and stayed with the fight, and played a great fourth quarter and a great overtime.
Coach, speaking of defense, Vooch had 4 block shots tonight. He's not known for being a shot blocker, but how happy are you with him blocking 4 shots, especially a couple of shots at the rim, especially in overtime?
Yeah, we need better rim protection. Whether that's guards coming over and taking charges, or our bigs doing a better job keeping their bodies in front of the ball. And it doesn't, to me, it doesn't matter if you block a shot or just force a collision. You have to get stops at the rim. And he did a great job in the New York game. Late in the game, he had a couple plays that impacted that victory, and he was great tonight.
Coach, how do you work towards getting the flow that you guys had during the first 10 games of the season, where kind of like you come off a screen, it was a 3, it was a flow, it was a drive and kick? How do you kind of get that consistent flow back?
Yeah, we have to, we got to find time to practice, which is, it's very difficult to do this time of year with the way the schedule's lined up. And, we're getting a lot of possessions with good looks that we're not knocking down threes. We're not shooting the ball very well from the perimeter the last few games. The guys are playing pretty big minutes, and the answer is just get back to work and practice.
Frank, were you concerned there in the second quarter that your team didn't attack the paint enough, that it settled for too many jump shots, particularly against a team with 3 injured rim protectors or 2 injured rim protectors?
Yeah, we did a little bit. I was more concerned that we turned the ball over 9 times in the second quarter, than our actual shot selection. You turn the ball over 9 times in a quarter, you usually lose that game. So I was proud of our guys for hanging in and understanding that you gotta work to earn everything in this league.
I'm sure you're upset about all that, but is there value and something you can draw from in being able to grind out a victory that maybe for a good chunk of the game you didn't have, or you needed to go out and get like you did tonight?
Yeah, with 3 straight games, we've had a defensive rating that would rank us, in the top 5 in the league. So we're making progress on that end. We're seeing some offensive slippage, both with our shot making and a little bit our rhythm, and with the turnovers. So, we got to just make sure we're, working that end of the floor as well, and spending some time. And we won't have much of a practice tomorrow, but just working to find that rhythm again.
Coach, can you talk about what you saw at Elfrid Payton tonight, and more specifically, does he have more of a green light to shoot threes this year?
He does not have more of a green light. He has a green light if he's open to knock it down. I thought he really settled into a rhythm towards the second half of last season. Just, kind of picking your spots. He doesn't need to come out and shoot 5 threes a game. But, what did he end up, 0 for 5 tonight? I think that's the most he's taken all year. The ball swings in the rhythm of the offense, and that's the right shot, then he should take it. And, he's been shooting 39% coming into this game. And, he had a competitive spirit game. He didn't play all that great. He had some turnovers early, and it was just one of those nights for him. But he hung in there and made a steal and made a couple of defensive defensive plays, and contributed to the victory.
You said before the game when Vooch touches the ball, good things happen. Did you see him kind of willing you a couple times, put back baskets, like Danny said, with block shots?
Yeah, the offensive glass, was the biggest thing for me. He really committed to getting in there and mixing it up, and he knew they were trying to play small, so we wanted to take advantage of them on the glass, and he did a great job with that. And he just makes good decisions, whether he has the ball on the post, the elbow, on top of the key in the dribble handoff game. He makes good decisions for us, and he was a big reason for the win, obviously.